Okay, I'm up here. I'm up here unannounced, family. Let's get this energy going. I want to do a few things while I'm up here. Don't know which deck I want to go into. Either deck, it doesn't matter, family. Um, Hold on. Um, Hold on, family. Sending out notifications to the family. Let them know I'm on live. Okay. And still, family, right? We're still in prayer for our family that's going through this devastation, right? With this hurricane that's going on. My sister got some nerve. This is my sister. Okay, let's see. All right, you all probably gonna hear noise because that's family up in here. All right, let me get into this live myself. I'm kind of decisive of what deck I want to go in today, right, family? Get like that. Okay, let's see. Up in here. Hi, family. Hi, Alyssa. Hi, Summer. Hi, Pamika. Hi, all in the cars. Hi, Bree. Hi, family. Hi, Wealthy. Hi, Chrissy. How's the family doing? Okay, family. So I said, let me come up here. My camera's going to look crazy because I have a lot of energy going in here. All right, family. I'm very well aware of that. So that's why you see it like this. I ain't even began to burn anything as far as incense or anything like that. This is all energy. Is why it's like in the fog and the heads in here, right? So I have energy transmitting through here, right? I'm not certain what deck I want to go into, family, but I know I do want to give a couple of messages, right, to the family. Today is the day that I do Tuesdays Insight, but I said I was going to come up here and I was going to combine both families together, which is my Patreon and my YouTube family, to do Tuesdays Insight. The thing is, family, I'm not going to be up here long. I'm going to give an hour of my energy, and I'm going to tap into some energy, right? For those who need it, right? And I was kind of iffy. I don't know. Should I just do it by donations or what? Right? Because I like that sometimes too, especially when I'm putting a lot of energy out there. Hi family. How's the family doing? Hi Constance. Hi Monday. How's the family? Hi Regina. Hi Dee. Let me turn it down. Does anybody have any family in Tampa? Yes, I have family in Tampa. Right? Family in Tampa. I have a aunt and a cousin out there in Tampa actually. But I heard that they were evacuating, so right, really not certain what they're going to. I don't know today, ancestors, and I'm usually not like that, right? I'm usually not like that, but I was just like, I don't know what deck I want to go into. I feel like I want to go into this deck, but then I'm feeling like I want to go into another deck. Hi, family. Milton just went bad to category 5. Praying for anyone in line of the storm. Yes, family, we still sending prayers out, right? Those who have loved ones, and even just those that's out there that's affected by this, we sending prayers out there because this is something, family. And I spoke about this last week with you all, family. I said I hear whatever I hear, I can hear it, right? I could hear it coming when I was in meditation, right? I was scry and see, but a part of me was feeling like I don't even want to see devastation, right? But I did take and I was able to hear it. And I know ancestors show me in a way. Sometimes I don't want to see it. Sometimes hear, I don't know which is worse. It depends, right? If you hear it or you see it, whatever, or you feel it. And I was able to hear it, and I said to the family, I hear something coming, something's big messages, right, family? So I said, it's coming because I can hear it, right? So I heard it brewing, and I could hear it in the eardrums, and it was like thriving. So I knew it was like a wave. I said, it must be starting in the waters. I was telling some of the family, right? It must be starting in the waters because usually when I hear something like that, like it's amplifying, like it usually emits in the water. So I was, hearing that. That's that energy. Yeah. I just got worried. She's mom. I love her. I just can't stand. She's done. My mom is there and she refuses to let me get her up here. I'm sorry to hear this, Bree. Yeah, those need to evacuate. Yeah, you got that right, Chrissy. Be the older generations, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let me see. You were on it. We had no idea it would get to category 5. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Hmm. All right. Anybody need a message while I'm up here? Today is Tuesday's Insight that I'm bringing up here. If I'm hmm. Around here. And that's on some energy. Dominique said, "Hey, Miss T, and I do." Okay, Dominique, do you want to know something specific or what? Or you just want a message? Hmm. I sent you an email and even on the other site. All right, Dominique, I'm still getting through my emails. I've been answering emails, but I still have a lot more. All right, I'll get to you though. So those of you who's waiting for a response, right? I'm getting there. Mm. Did you want a message, Dominique? Someone just sent me a case. I may be on tonight to do it, family. Sad people keep messing with the children. Yeah. All right. If you all not answering, I'm moving on to the next one, right? You all know I'm working with limited time. Limited time. Yes, that's my Skittles Monday. That's my Skittles. Mm-hmm. All right, let's see. Go up. Okay, Valissa. Valissa. You say. Let's see. This is Valissa. This is not okay. Summer. This is. I'm seeing your message. Summer says maybe the comments are coming in slow. All right, let me see how far behind I am before I start. All right. Okay, so Dominique said my son passed away September the 14th at Atlanta Airport. I want to know what happened. I'm sorry to hear this, right? About your son. Okay, how was your son? How was your son, Dominique? Sending prayers and my condolences to you regarding your son, Dominique. Right? How old was your son? Put it in there, Dominique. Summer, I'm coming back to you. He was 19. Yeah, that's the time we go through this, right? These things. This age, right, family? You should take notice. All right, let's see what's going on with your son. You have a name? You want to give me his name? Just give me a name for the energy. That's all. I don't need it, but just give me the name. Deshaun Core. Okay, let's see what's going on with Deshaun Core. He definitely was going through things in his head, like, all right. Sometimes these things could be aneurysms, something going on in there. Doesn't mean other things wasn't going on with him, but definitely set up. First thing he let me know, right? Oh yeah, it's intense over here, right? Gotta see what he want us to know. All over here, right? Definitely was going through something. One thing is like, have you been, to let him know that it's okay to cross over? Because it's like I'm picking up this energy. He's not yet there, right? Where he should be. Okay, he's like still caught in the middle, right? He's still like in between this world and the spiritual world. And every time I go to look, I'm seeing like the light all around, but the darkness there, which he's just scared. He's just afraid to go through, right? Just afraid to go through. Airport won't let you see the footage. Okay. One thing I'm gonna say is I did pick up some things going on here, right? His leg, his lower abdomen, right? Picked up some energy. What's going on here? Where was he on his way to? All right. Dominique, do you know? Right? Because another thing that I'm picking up is right? That's just telling me that I gotta look at some things, and I gotta look at some emotional things, right? That was going on with your son that day and leading up to that day, right? Some emotional things that have been going on back there, right? One of the things I have to look at is his health and medicine, right? Medicine and drugs and different things like that, right? Not saying that he was on drugs, but I got to look at the medicine, or the medicine that could have been needed, right? In this situation. So that has come out. But something else interesting has come out, which tells me that I got to look at things in the family, right? That he could have suffered with, like depression, okay? But it seems like I have other people in the family too who have this. All right, Dominique. So you can just chime in there. So I have like people that suffer from this. That's in there. All right. Going for a job. Sending my condolences, right? We're going to your son. Yeah. I was shot up 4 times, but I told him he had to go to start over. Yeah. Seeing some things in there. I'm also seeing his lifespan ancestors showing in here. Lifespan that tells me that, yeah, somebody's definitely going to sacrifice in ways, right? So these people usually have a short lifespan in here. And I hate to say that, but that's what I'm looking at in here. Another thing I have to look at is his head, right? Whatever was going on in there, whether it was some kind of head injury, or aneurysm, or anything like that. But him having to go, I'm going to tell you this, it definitely brought out some things in him, some things that saddened him as well, right? I picked up a lot of emotions, right? I will just turn that. Yeah. Brought that right out, right? Some things ain't going on in there in the family. Yeah, definitely some depression. And I have other people there, right? So he's just going through a lot emotionally. Okay? The thing is, I picked up a lot of trauma within his body, right? Here, his abdomen, his left leg. Yeah. Yeah. Who did I have a question, Dominique? Yes. Okay. Not sure what you're saying yes to, so you're gonna have to put that in there because I know I've said a couple of things before I look down. Right? He had a tumor on his brain. Okay. Age 14 and had the surgery for it to stop the. Yeah. Yeah. Um, the crazy thing that I'm getting on your son, right? This is the thing, right? That I'm getting on your son. I know you said he was in the airport, right? So he died in the airport. Um, I'm gathered in a different state from you, right? See, something happened there at that airport. Something definitely happened. You should fight to see the footage, right? You should fight to see the footage because I know the first thing he let me know was this, right? His head, right? And if he had surgery in the head, right, because he was having seizures and things like that, if somebody gave him a blow to the head at some point, I'm figuring that could trigger other things, right? Because he already had issues there, right? The was that I picked up, for somebody to just sit there and die, right? I would have okay. It would have been okay if I would have just picked up trauma in the local one area, just one specific, or maybe two areas. But I picked up trauma: the head, here, the abdomen, the left leg, right? A lot of things, right? It kind of raised a flag there, right? Like, what's going on? Is somebody attacking him, right? Um, yes, he died at Atlanta airport and just talked to a lawyer about getting the footage. Yeah, definitely get the footage because you know why? Um, I picked up a lot of that trauma. Right? That tells me that something more is going on in there, right? So definitely, don't go on base what I'm saying, right? Don't go on base what I'm saying, right? Because this is on a spiritual level. Folks don't hold, right? All right. So you want to get the footage. You want to see some things. You want to probe in things. And you want to fight for justice for your son. Because I know that is something much more when the ancestors is bringing that forth. Okay. So don't you give up. You did the right thing contacting the lawyer. Okay. And get on this lawyer's neck. Right. As far as getting the footage, holding the airport accountable for not allowing you to see some things. Not to say allegedly, because like I said, when we speak about things on a spiritual level, folks want to they tend not to they see facts, right? Not saying spiritually is not facts because we see what others deceive and hide us from, right? But if you're not spiritually tapped in, people wouldn't understand. So definitely see the footage, but I got some aggressive going on in here, the ancestor says. See that all that is aggressive energy, right? It's telling about some conflict that went on. Okay? That conflict mean that you can get into a verbal argument and there's an altercation going on. Okay? Some things is going on. Not only that, I'm seeing the aggression. Here's the angel. The angel is your son. All right? The angel is your son, Deshaun. Which I got him every time I tap in, right? I can see like the light there, but it's darkness. So it's like he's still caught up in limbo, right? He's afraid to cross through, right? Another thing the ancestor said is, right? So that means that somebody right? So it means that he didn't do this to himself. I got to look at somebody targeting you in some kind of way, right? Because he didn't do that to himself, right? This is the thing. I got the family in here, right? So now I got to look at family tree. I got to look at his family. I got to look at other people who had will towards your son as well, okay? See, I have somebody here, right? See that government officials? Now I got to look at the airport, because when you are in the airport or anything like that, that is considered like an entity of the establishment there, right? So I have to look at the conflict that's surrounding him, right, within his death, and the people that cross paths with him, because that's what I'm seeing in there, right? So I'm seeing somebody in there playing a part in something that happened to your son. So yes, you should definitely get the footage, okay? And I gotta look at the excessive trauma to head, right? That contributed to something, that triggered something, and other things. Like I said, the right shoulder, right here, the abdomen, the left leg, right? Did question. Feel like someone follows you there? Okay. Because I know you said this happened in September. Did you get an autopsy? Right? Did you look over his body? And I hate to ask these questions when I know that you're going through a time, right? But it's visible. It's things like to the naked eye, especially, that could alert you to some things, right? Or can alert you to some things. And even in that autopsy report, right? You have to be mindful of that. I'm just going to go a little deeper. And I got to look at some things, right? See, I'm getting a warning in here, right? So I'm getting a warning about somebody, right? A government official, right? These people, they can work in various places, right? But also I have to look at this entertainment. So I got to look at things that he created, things that he did in his life, right? I got to look at earthly things. Not only him needed medical care, right? But I also got to look at the things that was created in there, like when you into selling or other drugs, okay? Do you know if your son was into things like that? Because that's another thing. It's not saying that he's deserving of what happened to him. It's just saying that he got a warning of being in this, an environment that says that we are creating things for money and doing things with money. Okay? And that's the thing. I have somebody targeting him because of the things that he is doing all in there. Right? Still an investigation, and if I will check him out to make sure they didn't see anything. So it's some things, not just him needing medical care, but I gotta look at somebody contributing to some things, right? As well, right? But also, like I said, I know that your son was suffering from some things, okay? But it looked like what he was suffering from too, it was hereditary, Okay, so it's like other people in the family dealt with this. Okay, depression, different things like that as well, right? But I do see an argument. I'm do seeing aggressive things. I'm also seeing it with his own family too. So not just him. Did he go stay with other family? Right? Because I'm seeing it with other family as well. Okay? Other family too. So I am seeing that. So that's what I'm seeing on your son. I know too, the left side of his head, a tremendous amount of pressure there, right? To the fact that it's kind of like it's hard for him to see out that left eye, right? A tremendous amount of pressure, like to the point that it's just pain in that left eye, right? Hard for him to see out that left eye. Yeah. He was in with the wrong people. His dad and him got in an argument 2 days before. 2 days before you went and got him. There's a lot of things going on in there with his family, right? His own family. Depression, and then he have his medical condition. Then he was getting already had pain and pressure in the head. Then other trauma, feel like somebody attacked him at some point, right? Yeah. Definitely get the footage. Like I said, I'm sending you prayer and condolences. One thing is I got on him is he's definitely keep alerting me to his head, right? So whatever's going on, it stems from the head. Okay? Everything is coming from there, right? Another thing is, right? Talk with him, right? He can hear you. Talk with him. Let him know that it's okay to transition over, because that's right. And that could be from the trauma, right? The pain that he was already going through, right? And then limbo before his death. So that's why it's hard for him to get, cross over. Because that's what I'm getting. It's like I see the door, but it's like he's not going through, right? Just not going through. Yes, definitely do that, right? Again, I'm sending you my condolences regarding your son, right? And when I get to your email, I would definitely give you some more information, right? I have to really tap in, but I'll give you more information, right? When I get email, right? Because I know it's much more. All right. All right. Who was next? I think I called Summer. All right. I'm sending my prayers to you, Dominique. Yeah. And I'm wondering, I know you said this about I'm wondering if he fell, like just say having a seizure and you fall, right? Could he sustain all those injuries like that from that fall? But yeah, get the footage because they hiding some things, right? And sometimes people could alert you that something's going on, and people are blind eye to these things because again we are on that where it tells me that I have government officials and I got people turning their eye to things, right? So sometimes they see things and act like they don't see it, or communicate something to someone and they ignore it, right? So now to cover they tracks because they didn't expect this to happen now. You know what I mean? They ain't expect the death to come out of this. This is why I'm getting murdered, because somebody attributed to that. Somebody's responsible for that. He didn't do that to himself, right? So whether you turn the blind eye, if I tell you that I need help, please call the paramedics or whatever's going on in here, or call the cops because something is going on and you don't do it, right? Yeah. A lot is weighed on you at that point, right? If the person die. So yes, definitely get that. Yeah, you did the right thing. Ancestors already said that you did the right thing by getting a lawyer and getting that footage, right? Yeah, they're responsible. Right there at that airport. Right there at that airport. Government officials. Yeah. Responsible for things. Try to cover it up. Allegedly. Because you all know I say that, family, but we know how this goes. All right, family, let's see what's going on in here. Summer, are you still here? All right, Summer, you did a message or what? All right, let's see what the message is the ancestors want to know. Guess I'm in both decks tonight. Message for Summer, ancestors. Look like you're trying to overcome something, Summer. Look like you're trying to overcome a sickness, right? So you got some kind of illness, okay? You got some kind of illness that's going on here, Summer, with you. And if you don't know about it now, you will soon, okay? But the ancestors are saying that you're supposed to use this illness for your testimony, okay? So you're supposed to be utilizing it and guide others, right? Sometimes what you suffer from, or what folks suffer from in silence, if you bring it to the light, it can help other people. All right, Summer? So I want you to know that. It can help other people. So you don't have to suffer in silence. You don't have to suffer in the dark, right? Bring it to the light and help others, because it's people that's in the same predicament as you and they need your help. So you're supposed to utilize that for your testimony. Okay, so you need to know that. All right, let's go a little deeper in here. So bring that to the light, okay? Ooh, child, ancestors. All right. Another thing is, yeah. Someone said yes. Yeah. Another thing is, it seemed like this is like tearing you up, because one thing it is a lot of trauma, and so it lets me know that it can go throughout the whole body. All right, Emma. So just be mindful of some things. Take care of yourself. Take care of your health. All right. Utilize that as a testimony. Okay. So right now you battling that. You battling that, but utilize it as a testimony. Don't let things keep you down. Ancestors saying that when it comes to your home life, right? Your living conditions, your lifespan. If you want to see longevity within your lifespan, right? If you want to increase the value in your life, you need to bring some deception to the light. You need to talk about some things. You need to help people. You need to guide people so they won't go down the same path you have, right? Or the path that, they go down, you want to steer them in the right direction, okay? If they're, so things that you need to be doing. Ancestors also don't want you to be in a state of depression, okay? Because it looks like something is settling in there as well. So just be mindful of that, Okay. So you feeling sad and down, depressed about some things, make sure you take care of health, right? Your mental health, your physical health, your spiritual health. Take care of your whole body. So take care of self, right? So that's what I'm seeing in here, right? Ancestors is definitely utilizing testimony. All right, Summer? I don't know, that's that family. So I don't know if I blinked out or what, but I'm blinking in and out, right, from that energy. So sad and down. It's taking over me. Thank you, Miss T. Needed this. Yeah, you're going to be okay. You bring it to the light, you're going to be okay, right? Because you're going to help other people along your path, right? And along their path. So please know that, okay? Change the way you doing things as well, right? Because ancestors is just saying that your living conditions need to change. All right, your living conditions need to change. All right, Summer. So I want you to know that. Okay, you have to make, sometimes when we have to change our living conditions, we have to make sacrifices, right? So we got to give up something if we want something, right? So if you want to sustain your life and longevity in your life, you're gonna have to stop doing things, and you're gonna have to give up something. Okay, so sometimes it's the things that we love, like just say if you're smoking cigarettes, if you're drinking alcohol, you gotta go, gotta give it up, right? If you're having unprotected sexual activities or whatever's in there, you gotta give it up, gotta go, right? You gotta do those things, right? Yes, ma'am. Thank you, everyone. Just please keep me in your prayers. Definitely, definitely praying for you. Right? I know that you're going to be okay as long as you do what ancestors said, right? So go back and listen to your message if you need to. But yeah, please take heed to those messages. Right? What's next, family? That's my daughter finally coming back. Thank you for those prayers, family. Chrissy, I prayer warrior up here, right? Chrissy is our prayer warrior among spiritual family. Family, y'all just don't know, right? You know, family, talk about this a lot, right? Because we all have a role and we all have a gift. And we supposed to be doing certain things. That's why we was here. That's here on this earth, right? Chrissy is definitely like the prayer warrior, right? So when you prayers, all right, you go to Chrissy. Chrissy make things happen, right? Yeah. All in the car said, yes, my soul sister. You better know it, right? Because I let me tell you something. With every one of my spiritual lies, right, I can definitely tap in and say, come on, family, let's make this happen. And then make it happen, right? Yeah. Okay, who else needed a message? I know somebody else was just stopping me from going to the top, going back up there to the top, right? I don't know who was asking for up there, okay? Because sometimes you ask me and then I see it, and then when I start giving the message, forget about it, right? So I just want you all to know. But I see Sunflower in here. And can I have a message, please? Because remember, family, I'm out of here in an hour. My hour's almost up, family. My hour's almost up, right? I'm off of here. All right, Sunflower, this is your message. All right. I told the ancestors I was coming and put an hour of my energy up, right? And I still have to do a drink for you all, family. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that probably Thursday, okay? Because when I'm trying to go to work, family, sometimes I don't have time to set up a camera and start recording, and okay, so you all get that, right? I don't have time sometimes. It's like I gotta hustle, right? So And if I do decide into the time of my meditation, right? So I gotta cut something short, right? In order to fulfill another obligation. Okay. So sometimes I can't always set up a camera. So I'm like, I have to make the time, right? I thought I was gonna do it today, this morning, but it didn't happen that way. But Thursday, family, we going to do the little drink, right? So y'all can see the little tonic. Okay. All right, this message is for you, Sunflower. Sunflower something. If you still in here, right? Because if not, then I'm moving on to the next. I'm moving on to the next person. Okay. I know that message wanted to come out. Something's definitely going on, Sunflower, with somebody in your household. Sunflower said yes, yes. What's going on in this? In there? Is that a relationship? Who is that person in your household? Is that a relationship? Who is that? Sunflower. Right? Whoever it is, it doesn't matter who it is. Right? A lot of success in there, but I'm seeing somebody flip-flopping, and even you flip-flopping, right? Sometimes we flip-flop when we indecisive, right? Or with somebody giving us mixed messages, signals. Okay? Separated last month. I just moved into my apartment weeks ago. Okay. Yeah. All right. How is he fulfilling his obligation with the trust issues in there? Okay. Flip-flopping energy that tells me 1 minute I could treat you, the next minute I can't because you're being deceptive in there. That's in here, right? Definitely a third party in there. So a lot of the third party tells me about infidelities and things like that. So I have that in a relationship, whether it was or his part, but it's in here. Somebody's family member coming in between things as well. Okay, so sometimes people be in there, they be back and forth, causing havoc in there. So that stuff is going on too. And I gotta look at the sun. That tells me that I gotta look at some things. Is your this may be your mother. How's your mother? This may be your mother's energy. How's your mother? How's your mother? Doing, Sunflower. Are you in contact with your mother? Do you have a good relationship with your mother? How's your mother doing? She had breathing problems. She just stopped smoking cigarettes. Okay. Continue to pray for your mother. All right? For health. I believe this is your mother in here. Yeah. Oh. Not only do I gotta look at you being the victim, but I gotta look at your mother, right? I always think I was just yeah. Look at your mother too, right? It's just people taking advantage of you in many ways. Okay. Gotta look at how your mother feel in this whole situation. Okay. going in and out. Sorry, family. What's that energy that's kicking y'all in and out? But I was saying that continue to pray for your mother health, right? And I have to look at your mother, right? Being victimized in some ways, and you being victimized in some ways, right? And how your mother feel also about you being a victim to certain things. So somebody taking advantage of you, basically, right? Yeah, that's your mother. That's definitely your mother, right? Your mother in there, right? Pray for your mother health, right? One thing I'm gonna say this: do you have children? I'm asking you, do you have children for a reason? Because one thing that your mother want to see or want to experience, it look like it's some grandchildren before she leave this earth. Okay, so she want to be able to have that experience before she leave this earth. So something with those grandchildren. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it there. But the main thing, I'm seeing a lot of success now. Okay, since you are where you at. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of success in there for you now that you are starting a new path in here. Okay, because where you came with a lot of deception within a relationship. Okay, so I'm seeing success going forward. Another thing is keep your mother. Doesn't matter, I don't know how your relationship with your mother is. Probably good relationship, right? But make sure that you are there for your mother when she needs you. Okay, that's important, right? And also your mother want to experience some things like with grandchildren, having grandchildren before she is no longer here. Okay, so make sure you don't put division there between you, your mother, your children, your mother. You understand? All right. Yes, you have 4 children. Yes, we have a good relationship. Good. Good. Make sure that you continue that relationship with your mother and be there for your mother, right? And allow her to experience the things that she needs to experience for her grandchildren. Okay. Do you see my husband? Do you see my husband? Husband getting divorced? I'm just seeing, you know what I'm seeing? All right. I am seeing a third party here, right? Whether this is someone else in there or that divorce in there. Okay. But it's like the energy is conflicting energy. So 1 minute somebody feels one way, the next somebody feels something else. It's mixed messages that somebody is giving off in there, right? Could be you, could be your husband. So 1 minute maybe y'all want a separation, y'all want a divorce, y'all want to be with somebody else, and then the next minute you don't. That's what I'm getting. I'm just getting mixed messages in there, right? A lot of energy that tells me that you feel this way 1 minute, next you feel that way. So that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm seeing. Let's ancestors again for just clarity into a divorce, right? To a divorce between Sunflower and her husband. Let's see what the ancestors go regarding this divorce. What is the divorce going to play out in here? I am seeing a lot of things that tells me that separations, right? A lot of things that's telling me about separation. So that's definitely going on in there, right? So this is definitely going on in here. Separation is going on in here. And I gotta look at the husband. Right? I gotta look at your husband. Okay. Mourn. Right? This is what I'm seeing. Right? That's what I'm seeing. what I'm seeing is somebody moving on with another partner, another woman, right? I'm seeing it in there. And just because those things play out or happen doesn't mean that that's an indefinite thing, right? Because people separate and they move on and then they get together, right? These things happen. It's whatever you want it to be. Whatever you want it to be. So that's what I'm saying, right? See somebody in there. And it's definitely trust is going on in there, right? While somebody was, wow, somebody else coming in the picture, right? Somebody lingering in there. You're very welcome. Coming up to your hours, Miss T. Yes, ma'am. Teresa said, please read my question. I don't see your question, Teresa. I don't know. What was your question, Teresa? Because I don't see it. I may have overlooked it. Okay. And sometimes me scanning through this, forget about it. Because I see you. Is that you, Teresa? Hello, sweetie. Could you tell why my only sister and nephew, niece's brother, mistreat me? I did nothing to them. Nephew Mary said no invite. I'm so hurt. They got money, I don't. I'm sorry to hear this, Teresa. Did you say that was your only sister? I'm so sorry that your sister and your nephews are doing that to you, right? Our your only sister. All right, let's see what the ancestors got to say about this. All right, Teresa. They didn't send you an invite to the wedding. They don't talk to you. All right. Mistreat you. Sound like you need to stay away from them then. Right? If they don't want to be bothered, you shouldn't be bothered either. Especially when you put the energy out there to say, I want us to come together for a family. It's only but so much you can do before you have to just let go and move on. Right? Yeah. All right. Let's see what the ancestors say, Teresa, and with your sister. Last then I'm coming to my time, family. So let's see ancestors, clarity and situation regarding Teresa's sister and nephews and this invite to the wedding and the mistreatment. Can't make this up, family. Cannot make this up. The problem is y'all need to work on the love in there, right? Y'all need to work on the love in there. That's what's going on. Yeah, I have to work on loving one another and one another in various ways, right? It just come straight out. That's what the ancestors said. You need love in there. You gotta watch the things that you do. You gotta watch the deception in there, right? Because I got people in there, they holding on to secrets. People in there that they are being deceptive in there. They're just doing rebellious things, right? One is mistreating somebody, yeah. Treating them any kind of way. So I got that, right? Yeah. Let's yeah. And you put that right. They got money and you don't. You said, yeah, sometimes people treat you certain ways because They got from you, right? Yeah, that's no good. Yeah. Family, you can't make this up. All right, for my spiritual family who's learning, I'm gonna snap this because I just want you all to see how this message lies, right? It's for a reason. All right. And I'll put it up here, Teresa. Just like the ancestors laid on me, right? You shouldn't want to share your energy with people that treat you like that, right? I don't care who it is. I don't care who it is. It could be mother. My mother's mistreating me in many ways. Guess what? Goodbye. I'm gonna keep my distance. When you learn how to treat me the way I feel like is deserving, and then we can come back together, right? Other than that, no. You understand, family? One thing the ancestors always said: do not let anybody disrupt your peace, because when you start them disrupt your peace, it's gonna be hard for you to find your way to. You know why? Because I won't be able to meditate. It's gonna be hard for me to do these things. It's going to be hard for me to be in alignment, to have balance, because somebody's constantly disrupting my peace and my emotional well-being and my spiritual growth. Right? So I don't care who it is. It could be my child. If you coming in here to disrupt, you got to go. You understand? I'm going to handle you with a long spoon. Yeah. So know that, family. Right? And I also show you all. Right? For you, Teresa, who don't understand, but ancestors are saying that too, right? The nature of things. So this is the nature, right? I have family in here, they doing rebellious things. One of the things is I got them victimizing people, right? Ancestor says that within this is the love, right? So it's in the area of love. That's the issue. So you're doing rebellious things in there. So I gotta look at, yeah, you mistreating people, you're not treating right because of their finances, right? Things like that is going on in there. See, people's holding two energies in there. You know why? They're holding two energies. Yeah, because of somebody's financial status, right? Because of rebellious things, because people want to act rebellious, right? People just in there want to meet you. Yeah, here's a trickery. Here's a trickster that comes out, right? So I got them doing trickery in there. So they tell you lies. They manipulate you, right? They do these kind of rebellious things. So that's going on in there too. So now I got family. They telling lies. They doing rebellious things. They doing manipulation, manipulating people, right? Ancestor says evil, right? Within this, right? So within trickery, lies, and manipulation, you also victimizing people in many ways, taking advantage of them and doing whatever else in there, okay? But ancestor says evil is all wicked, right? Sometimes you gotta not share energy with those people, right? It doesn't matter if that's your family, Teresa, right? When somebody gonna mistreating you, everything else goes out the window. You could be family, but if you're gonna mistreat me, I'm gonna stay my distance. When you learn how to love me and to treat me respectfully, then we can come together, right? When my energy is, if I'm showing you different energy than what you're, so if I'm showing you positive energy and you showing me negative, I can't, right? So, Teresa, that's okay. Sometimes comes as a blessing, right? That you didn't get an invite, because all I'm seeing is trickery, lies, and manipulation in there. You understand? Sometimes it's better, right, that you didn't get the invite. You understand? Yeah. Sorry that this has happened, right? Because I know we love our family and we want everything to make it work. But how much longer are you going to be the punching bag? Understand? So that's the thing, Teresa, right? It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Right? Internet went out. Messages. It's family. I got crazy energy coming around in here, right? That's why you all see that glow back there. It's like it's crazy. It's a lot of energy in here going on. Okay. Thank you. So Jojo said hi, and he still can teach me swimming lessons. Thank you, Teresa. Yes, that's my papa. Mm-hmm. Call her. She won't call you. You're a good person. I know you are. I know you are. That's why I got somebody in that, right? I gotta look at the manipulation, right? And the trickery that they do in there. See, let me tell you something. It's okay that you call people, Teresa, and they don't call you back. This phone ring both ways, right? Phone ring both ways. So guess what? If I constantly call you and you don't call me back, guess what? You won't get no call. You won't get near another call from me. You understand? You're gonna be all right, Teresa, right? Ancestors got you. The Most High got you, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're gonna be okay. Ancestors said you're gonna be okay, right? I know it hurt, right? Because some things going on in there, right? I know. Yeah. But you're gonna be okay, right? Ancestors just told me to let you know that you're gonna be okay, right? They got you okay, right? Because you know what? In the end, Teresa, is what matters, right? And them same folks, and mark my words, because this is exactly what the ancestors laying on me. Them same folks, right, that's treating you the way that they are now, those are going to be the same people that's going to need you. I don't care how much money they may have, right? They're going to need you. You understand? And it doesn't mean that you have to do tick for tack. But see, spiritual realm always have a way of bringing people to their knees, right? Oh yeah, I believe it. And they're gonna be the same ones. They're gonna be needing you. You understand? Mark my words. Oh yeah. Then you're gonna come back and say, Miss T, you know what? Yeah. You know what happened? You know, yeah. I'm telling you, ancestors is gonna make them pay for some things. That's all I'm gonna say. Right? Hopefully they get it together. Hopefully they get it together. Right? Send prayers out to them that they get it together. But you gonna be all right, Teresa. Ancestors said that you're gonna be okay. So I just want you to know that. I'm closing this session. Family, right? I'm gonna work with some in the off camera because I know that my live kept going in and out, family. That's only because there's energy in here, right? I got a crazy amount of energy in here. And I think you all can see it. It's like a or like a it's like this like the light. You know what I mean? The light, right? The divine light that comes through, right? So yeah, ancestors is working with me on some things, right? And I know they're bringing that energy through. They sweeping it through real heavily because ancestors had laid some things on my spirit within my lessons that I have been given. And I said, okay, it's going to be a lot, family, because then I got to go back. I got to go back 32 realms and put some things in there. But I said, ancestors, I'm going to get it done. So that's why you all see me break it down like I did with this realm, right? Within the lessons. That's for family who's doing lessons with me, right? So some of you all don't know because you're not, doing lessons. But yeah, I said, all right, ancestors. So that was things that had been coming through here heavily. And then soon as I started doing what I needed to do, here came the energy come sweeping through. So I said, okay, ancestors doing something, right? They shifting some energy around. So yeah. Gratitude, thank you, ancestors. You are very welcome, Black Gal. You are very welcome, Teresa. And I'm praying for you and thank you for that message for my papa too. Right? You are much family. You are very welcome, Chrissy. You are very welcome. All in the cards. Love you all, family. Those that she didn't get to is all good. She will be back soon. Yes, family. Yes, most definitely. I'm glad you are on. Yeah, I'm in the number that needs to break down. Okay. Yes, I wish you trying. Others needed a message more than me this time. Yes, Markel's. Yes, family. And I'll come back up here, right? I'll be back up here before this week is out. Right, family? And today I bring that energy to both platforms, right? So because I know I have my Patreon on here too. All right. And I just put it on Patreon today. Right. So I just switched it up a little bit, right? A whole lot. Because I really wanted to do I really wanted to do the strength in the moons with you all. But I guess I could bring that to you all the next time, right? I bring it to you all on Patreon. I want to do the strength in the moons, right, family? So we can do, right? All right, family, I'm getting off of here. Love you all, family. I want you to have a prosperous night, family. And I'll see you all before the end of the weekend.